Hey, what's up YouTube? Scotty Tradition back with another video. This is a response video for my buddy Filmington. He's celebrating his 300 subscriber contest, and he is actually offering a free flight to the National as the main prize. If you already have a flight, he will do a hotel instead. If you already have that, he's going to offer you, it's like a box of cards from the product. I watched his video like a week or so already, so I don't remember what the box was exactly, but it's like a nice box of cards. I think it's the value is about $200, something like that. Anyways, he is asking us to do a video, having us, he's asking us if we are going to the National or not, and if we are, is it our first time? And my answer is yes and yes to both of those questions. So this will be my first National. It works out great. Obviously, I live in Wisconsin, and it's down in Chicago. So I'm just planning on driving there, so no flight necessary for me. As far as the hotel setup goes, I'm actually staying with a fellow YouTuber, BurtCat8, and another friend of his, Everett, down at the National this year. So I believe they're at the Doubletree, I want to say. So that's kind of where I'll be. At least that's my plan. So, and I'm just gonna crash with them, being my first National. So yes and yes, first National. Really excited. Look forward to meeting just tons of people down there. Should be awesome. I'm not sure there's gonna be enough time to meet all those people. I'm planning, I believe, on going Thursday through Saturday night. So I should have hopefully 2.5, 3 days down there, something like that. But that's not in stone yet. But I'm hoping to do at least 3 days down there. And then he wants also for us to do 4 tips, 4 do's, and 4 don'ts for the National. Obviously, I've never been to the National before, so you might have to take what I say with a grain of salt. But this is just from, I watched a lot of like Mike Baseball Collector's videos, his tour around the National last year. I've talked to my friend Joey, BurtCat8, about the National. He's gone to a few of these things, and just others as well, sharing their video experiences in the National. And from what I've come to understand, and actually Andy, she blinded me with refractors, mentioned this in one of his last videos: wear comfortable shoes at the National. So you're walking around like all over the place all day long, 8 hours a day. I'm sure you can sit at some point, but it doesn't help, or it helps to maybe wear some nice shoes, maybe not flip-flops and sandals around the National. I would wear some nice tennis shoes, something comfortable, whatever you want to do. So that's the first do that I have. My second do is bring cash. Obviously everybody likes cash. I'm sure dealers like cash too. And don't be afraid to get an item for your price. So that goes along with knowing your prices. So do your research ahead of time going in. Don't be afraid to have your phone with you too. Check prices. Just because something is listed at a high price, don't feel like you need to pay that price. That is the dealer's price, and they are I guess going to raise their prices a little bit. From all I've heard, that prices are quite high at the National on most items. You can still find good deals here and there, but for those really high priced items, don't be afraid to try to get your price. Try to get them down to at least a normal price. I understand that we're all at the National. Somebody like me is going for their first time, so I'm going to be tempted, I know I am, to spend a little money just because it's my first time. I'll want to take home like some tokens of remembrance, if you will. So that's something I really have to watch out for is to not overdo it, especially on stuff that I know I can just get on eBay for much more reasonable prices. Then the 2 don'ts I have is don't just go for a couple hours or a half day if you can help it. If that's all you can do, fine. That's fine. Better than nothing, obviously. But I'm going to allow myself at least 3 days here just to experience it all. From all I've heard is that you can walk around there in a couple hours and you're not going to see even close to everything. And that sometimes, even if you're there for 4 or 5 days, you walk around and you find stuff that you hadn't seen the first 4 days. It's just kind of how it goes. It's the nature of everything. You want to allow yourself enough time to experience everything. And then my second don't is don't feel like you have to spend big bucks, as I kind of hinted to earlier. Many things are overpriced. Know your prices. So don't go into it feeling like you are going to finish up your top 250 cards in the hobby set. It probably is just not financially feasible. You're not gonna get super great deals at the National on, especially on some of those like Hall of Fame rookie cards, really great eye appeal cards, cards that all of us are kind of going after. You're probably not going to get great deals on that kind of stuff there. So just know your prices, and my goal for the National is, if I find a few items, great. If I don't, that's fine too. I might just come back with one or two things. I'm okay with that. It's a lot easier to kind of hunt this stuff on YouTube or on eBay throughout the year, and other platforms as well. So thanks for the contest, Filmington. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I really enjoy your channel as well, as I mentioned, and you do great work. Your channel's growing really fast, and I wish you continued success. And thank you for the generous contest. With that being said, you guys all have a great rest of your day. We'll talk to you again soon.